everyone! So the countdown is going so fast now. It's only 41 days until my trip to Florida, so I thought it was about time I told you a little bit about my plans. I've got my notebook at the ready, so let's get started. We fly out to Florida from Bristol Airport and we're flying to Orlando Sanford, which is the smaller of the two airports in Orlando. Initially I was a little bit worried about this because I think Sanford's a bit further away, so the transfer will take a bit longer. But I've heard that it's a much smaller and quieter airport. Our flight lands at 2 p.m, so I'm hoping that we'll get to our resort by about 4 or 5. And we will be staying in Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, which I am so excited about. So for those of you who may not know, Coronado is a Disney moderate resort, and when we booked the package we got the quick service dining plan included, which is really great. And Coronado's just been under like renovations recently, so all of the rooms are kind of brand new, and they've also built a big tower called Gran Destino Tower that's like brand new. So basically the resort looks amazing and I can't wait to get there. Once we arrive, we'll mainly just be kind of exploring Coronado Springs, and we might go to Walmart and pick up a few bits like some American treats and bottled water, and then we're planning on not visiting any parks and just going to Disney Springs for dinner. I'm really excited to go because they've got an amazing pin store, and we said that we're probably going to go to Blaze Pizza for dinner, which will be perfect. I won't go through every single day in the parks because otherwise I'll be here a long time and you'll probably be a little bit bored. But I will tell you about our first day in detail because it's probably what I'm most excited for, to be honest. So on our first day, we've got a reservation for Crystal Palace breakfast, which is in the Magic Kingdom, and it's where you can meet the Winnie the Pooh characters. And anyone that knows me well will know how much I love Pooh Bear, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, all of them. They're my favourites. So for me, that is the perfect way to start our holiday, and honestly I can't tell you how excited I am for that. I've got a really cute Pooh Bear outfit planned for that day as well, so I can't wait to see his reaction when I'm wearing that. So yeah, that's our breakfast on our first day. And then when we kind of set out what we wanted to do, my goal was to try and get fast passes for all 3 of the mountains on our first day, and I've managed to do that, so we'll be fast passing those, and I'm hoping that we might get to ride Mine Train as well. And then we'll probably have a bit of a break in the afternoon because I know we'll be a bit tired, and then I'd like to go back to the park to watch Happily Ever After. On the topic of dining reservations, I'll just tell you a little bit about the others that we've got. So if you see me looking down, it's just because I'm looking at what I've written in my notebook. So we are going to have breakfast at Be Our Guest twice. So you can use quick service credits for breakfast and lunch at the Be Our Guest restaurant. This is a Beauty and the Beast themed restaurant which is located in Magic Kingdom in New Fantasyland. And the prices are quite high, so to be honest, I think if we didn't have the dining plan I probably wouldn't go there, but it's really good value for quick service credit. So as I said, we've got 2 breakfasts and 1 lunch reservation there. We've got 1 day in the middle of our trip where we've got 2 reservations, and one of them is super exciting. So Galaxy's Edge is opening at the end of this month, and you were able to make reservations for Ogre's Cantina, which is, there's actually been a bit of confusion about it. So basically it's more like a bar, so they don't really do much food there. You can kind of get snacks and stuff, but it's mainly about the drinks and the atmosphere. So we've made a reservation to go there, and it's quite good because it means that on that day we won't have to queue to get into Galaxy's Edge. An hour before our reservation we'll just be able to go in, which is really cool. And on that same day, we've also got a reservation for ABC Commissary, which is a quick service restaurant in Hollywood Studios. But in the evenings, they now do table service. So it's the same food, but you get to sit at your table and your food gets brought to you. So they're doing reservations. So we thought we'd give that a try. So in that restaurant, it's kind of like burgers, ribs, pulled pork, that sort of thing. So I know Alistair will really enjoy that one. And another reservation that we have is for Garden Grill Character Breakfast. So that one is in Epcot with Chip and Dale. And again, they are characters that I absolutely love, so I'm very excited for that. So we've also got dinner booked at Ohana. So this is the table service restaurant in the Polynesian, and I've tried to time the reservation so that we should be able to watch Happily Ever After from our table. So fingers crossed the plan comes together nicely, because I think that'll be a really nice experience for me and Alistair. And then on our last day, we're going to have breakfast at Tusker House, which is the character breakfast in Animal Kingdom. And I think that'll be a really nice way to end the trip, because I know I will probably be really sad to come home. So to be able to kind of end with that will be really nice. So I think you get to meet some of the Fab 5 characters, and they're all in their safari outfits. So I think it will be super duper cute. So yeah, that's kind of all of the dining reservations that we've got. Obviously, as I said, we are on the quick service dining plan, so it will mainly be kind of casual dining that we will do. And I'm really excited to try lots of the Disney snacks. I've got a list of all the things that I want to try, so hopefully we can get through them all. So one thing that I'm really looking forward to is we managed to get 3 fast passes for Flight of Passage. How exciting! So all of these fast passes are in our second week of the holiday, but I just didn't expect to be able to get so many because it's such a popular ride. So we're guaranteed to go on Flight of Passage 3 times. And I'm sure everybody knows what Flight of Passage is, but I'll tell you anyway. So in Animal Kingdom, there is a Pandora section of the park, and Flight of Passage is basically the most popular ride. It's kind of like a VR simulator kind of thing, where you're flying through the Avatar land, and it just sounds amazing. And everybody always seems so kind of overwhelmed and emotional when they come off of it. And I've never ridden it before, so I'm really interested to see how me and Alistair react to it and what we think. So the other big ride that we really wanted to get some fast passes for was the Slinky Dog roller coaster. So with Galaxy's Edge opening at the end of August, Disney have changed how the fast pass system works in Hollywood Studios. So basically all of the rides, apart from Star Tours, are now tier 1 rides, tier 1 fast passes, which basically means when you come to book your fast passes, you can only choose one of those, which makes it really hard, because that basically means you choose between the Toy Story rides, Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. And all of those rides I know that I will absolutely love, especially as I'm a huge Tower of Terror fan. So I've had to sacrifice my love for Tower of Terror in order to get these 2 Slinky Dog fast passes. But I'm really glad that we managed to get 2, because I don't really fancy queuing for it in the heat. And I'm trying to avoid any long queues because I don't think that I will tolerate it very well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think we've got 1 Slinky Dog fast pass in the morning and 1 in the evening as well. So it'd be really nice to see Toy Story Land all lit up at night. I've kind of talked about Disney an awful lot, but I am actually going to Universal Studios on this trip as well. So I'm just going to touch on that briefly too. So we have bought the 14-day Universal ticket, but we're only planning on spending 2 days at the actual parks, and we're going to spend a morning at Volcano Bay. I haven't been to Universal very much. I think when we went as a family when I was younger, we only went once, and I think we spent the day in Islands of Adventure, because I remember going on the log flume ride, the Dudley Do Right one, and I remember going on the Jurassic Park rides as well. So for me, the whole Hogwarts and Diagon Alley, that wasn't there when I went before, and I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I love it almost as much as I love Disney, so to see that for the first time is going to be really, really special. I am a bit worried about the queues for the Harry Potter stuff, so me and my boyfriend Alistair have had a bit of a chat, and we are kind of contemplating getting the express passes that Universal Studios offer. But I think what we're going to do is just see on the day that we go, like if it's very busy, and then decide whether we need to buy them or not, because they are quite expensive. So other things that are kind of like priorities for us when we're at Universal is I really want to try the ice cream from Florian Fortescue's, which is on Diagon Alley. I want to visit Voodoo Donuts in City Walk, because I've seen that so much in people's vlogs and it looks amazing. And finally, I want to try and have dinner at Cowfish. So this is a restaurant in the City Walk that I always hear people talking about, and it just sounds incredible. So yeah, that's the main things for Universal really. And because we're only there for 2 days, I just kind of want to like play it by ear and just see what happens while we're there. But I do think that we'll really enjoy visiting the Universal parks, and hopefully if we go back like maybe next year or the year after, we'll be able to spend a bit more time there. I feel like I've said so much information, I've kind of lost track of what I've said and what I haven't. So other things that we are planning to do while we're in Florida are to visit the water parks. So I said about Volcano Bay already. Blizzard Beach is unfortunately closed while we're in Florida, but Typhoon Lagoon will be open, so we're hoping to go there for kind of like a morning, and I think that will be really good fun. I haven't been to a water park for like years and years and years, and I think it would be a really nice way to relax after some super busy park days, so that'll be really good. I'm also hoping that we will be able to squeeze some time in to go to the outlets. I've heard that there's the Vineland one, and that's the closest to Disney, and then there's another one, I think it might be called Orlando Premium Outlets, correct me if I'm wrong, and that's at the other end of International Drive. And I'm hoping that we can go to both, because I'd like to go to the Character Warehouse and try and get some Disney bargains, and I'd also like to go to Bath and Body Works. So yeah, those are like my main priorities when it comes to shopping. And on the topic of shopping, I also want to try and spend a good few evenings in Disney Springs, because I think the shops there look amazing, and the choice of quick service food at Disney Springs is just amazing. So the places that are on my list to try are Blaze Pizza, Deluxe Burger, The Polite Pig, Chicken Guy, Wolfgang Puck Express, and then there's the Aristocrapes, where they do like the bubble waffles and crepes, and then I think they've got like various food trucks as well that are there at like certain times of the day. So that again, very much about food and shopping, but I'm excited to see what Disney Springs is like. The last time I went to Florida in 2009, it was still downtown Disney with Disney Quest, so that's going to be something else which has changed a lot since the last time I was there. And I think the final thing for me to mention is, while we are in Florida, my good friend Amy and her boyfriend are also going to be there. So they fly out 2 days before us, and they're also staying in Coronado Springs, which is just insane. I've been on quite a lot of Disney trips in my time, and I've never ever been with a friend or seen friends when I've been in Disney. So the fact that she's going to be in the same hotel as us just kind of blows my mind a little bit. So we have tried to like coordinate our plans a little bit. So we're going to be spending a few evenings together, and one of those evenings we will actually be going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And honestly, sorry, I'm like repeating myself so much with the like, honestly, I'm so excited, but I really am. I think the Halloween party will probably be one of the highlights of our entire trip. I've been watching vlogs of the first few parties just to get an idea of what the snacks are like, what characters you can meet, and it just looks too good to be true. So at the Halloween party, my priority will be to meet Pooh, Tigger, Piglet and Eeyore, because I think you can meet all 4 of them together and they're dressed up in their Halloween costumes, which is just so adorable. And then I also want to watch the Boo to You parade and the fireworks and try as many of the snacks as I can. So yeah, I think that I've covered everything. Hopefully I haven't forgotten any important details. But yeah, so now all our dining is booked, fast passes are booked, I've checked in for our flights, our Estes are done. So literally I've just got to pack and then hope that these next 5 weeks fly by, and then we'll be going to Disney. I hope that you've enjoyed this kind of chatty video all about my plans for Disney. I'd love it if you'd give the video a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of my Florida content, make sure you subscribe, as I will be doing vlogs of our trip. And I think I'm going to try and do a review of the quick service dining plan and some kind of in-depth videos about what's available on the quick service plan and like best value snacks and things like that. So if you've got any suggestions of things you'd like to see, let me know in the comment box below, and thank you for watching. See you real soon!